super scared. Then I started giving social distance. My social distance didn't start now, long time. Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of tuning in, you are welcome. My name is Okonkwo Amarachi, but you can call me Zora. So guys, yeah, in today's video I have some questions that my friends, like my friends on Instagram, Facebook, they asked me some questions on my first time ever, like my first time of doing something. So I have like 15 questions here with me, and I'm going to be answering all of them and then telling you guys a short story behind it. So yeah, without wasting much of your time, let's just get right into this video, and also come back with your drink. I have my hair. So yeah, we are back. These are the questions. In case if you're wondering why I'm looking down, yeah, I'm looking at the questions here because I wrote them out here. So I hope you have your drink. So the first question here is, when was the first time you rode a bike? Wow. The first time I rode a bike was here in China actually, and I think it was in 2018 when I first came to China newly. But then I had a very terrible experience riding a bike because I had a very serious injury. I had an accident, and that was my first day of riding a bike, and I also had an accident that day. And like it's a scar that I will never forget actually, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm proud of myself that I can ride a bicycle after all the stress and the whole stuff. So yeah, that's my first question. The second question is, when was the first time I earned money? The first time I earned money was actually here in China. Apart from the little money they used to give us back home. As a border, you have your own money. But the first money I've actually worked hard for was here in China, and that was my early 2018 when I still came to China. And yeah, I really worked for the money actually, but it wasn't that much. But yeah, it's my first time of making such money, so that's my first time. The third question is, the first time I had an hangover. Oosh. That was actually 2018 when I came newly to China. Yeah, that was when I had hangover first, and it was really terrible, guys. I can't forget this particular day because that was the first day I acted so crazy, and that was at the club actually. So I don't know if you're in China, you will know this thing. When you go to the club, the Chinese people tends to do this kind of thing, gambe. I don't know if you have experienced. Experience that. So me, I don't have anybody I went to the club with. All my friends were with their boyfriends. Me, I was alone. So I was just sitting at the backside when a Chinese girl walked up to me and she was like, "Hey, why are you sitting alone?" So I now had to join them on their table. Then they started doing the gambe stuff. And guys, when you start drinking bit by bit, you won't even know when you get drunk. I'm like, I was just drinking gambe, like the bottle is the cup is kind of like, the glass cup is very small. Then you guys will fill it up, and then gambe, first to drink, no bringing out, you just finish it. God, I did that, and when I realized what was going on with me, that was when I was about to go. I had to stand up. I couldn't hold myself. I was just, and I vomited. Like, guys, I woke up the next day. I slept around 3 a.m. that day. Then I woke up the next day around 4 to 5 p.m. and my body were aching, guys. Oh, I can't drink more than I can take. I can't. So yeah, the fourth question is, first time you thought of starting a YouTube channel. Okay, the thought of starting a YouTube channel actually came in 2008 when I first came to China as a new student, and that was during Chinese. That was when Chinese people were doing their Chinese New Year, no going to school, nothing. Everybody was just at home. So I was really stuck on my YouTube channel. I was just watching random videos on YouTube, and then I used to watch Dimwa Ume's video very well. I used to watch her videos, and then I was like, why don't I start a YouTube channel since I have free Wi-Fi, blah blah, all this kind of thing. But then after some time, the vibe went off. Maybe because I don't have the equipment to start up then, and then my phone camera wasn't that bright, so that vibe left me. And then in 2000 we're in 2020, right? Yeah. In 2019, the thought came into me again, but then that was ending of 2019. Then I was like, oh, that would be the 2020 stuff, you know, 2020 is my year, 2020 is my year of doing something, all this kind of thing. Then in 2019 ended, I started buying some materials like ring lights, stuff, everything. So in 2020, I got a new phone and I was like, yeah, I'm going to use it. Then I traveled to Shanghai. Coming back again, we are stuck in this whole situation. But then early March, that was when I said I'm going to start. And my friend, but I was like telling my friend that I don't know if this coronavirus will stop, but if it doesn't stop, that I'm going to like shift it. Then she was like, it's not possible, you must start. Like, she really inspired me very well, and that was how I officially opened my channel. I think 1st March 2020. Yeah, so that was when I opened my channel. Next question is the first time I went on a date. I've not really gone to an official date whereby you dress up in your dinner gown, the guy dressed up in his suit or a cute dress, you guys went to a small I've never gone to such. I've gone to a random, you know, just let's hang out, you know, this kind of thing. So yeah, I've not gone to a date. That's just. Then the next question is the first time on an airplane, and how did you feel? The first time that was in 2018 when I came to China. And then people normally used to tell me that when you enter a plane, when the plane is about to take off, you kind of feel like you want to vomit, like you feel like the world is tumbling or something like that, that something is like all this kind of thing. And then when I was so scared actually, but when I entered the flight, when I entered the plane, it wasn't like what they say. Me, I stood at the window side though. That was where I sat throughout the whole stuff, and I was looking down. Even when the plane was taking off, I was looking down. Like, I never felt anything like what they used to tell me, that you feel like throwing up, you feel like all of your system are like turning around. I don't know, but that was what they told me. But then in 2020, I think early January, that was when I entered, and second time of me entering a plane. That was when I felt all those things they told me. Like, I was so scared because I told them to give me the window side actually. Then I was so scared. I was like, how come? Like, I was like, is this my first time of entering a plane, or maybe it's been long, something like that. So I felt like looking down at the window, I felt like I was about to fall off, something like that. I couldn't stay again. I had to wait till the plane was like steady on air. That was when I could look down and take some videos, Instagram. So yeah, that was when I looked down, and that was this time I felt something. But my first time, I never felt anything. Then, when was your first time you had a fight? Okay, growing up I was a stubborn girl, but my stubborn girl actually ended when I was in SS1. Yeah, when I entered boarding school, because I was a junior and I went to a school of only senior secondary, so SS1 were like junior to them. Then in my junior secondary, God, guys, I was a fighter. I'm a war, I'm a fight, I'm in Daboski. Yes, I was a fighter, guys. I used to fight a lot. Don't even dare me. Don't even, cross my path. Even right now, I no longer fight. I can't even fight it. But when I talk to you, know that the fighter in me is still there. So that was the first time I fought. And I can remember the incident. My friend, junior secondary school life, after polishing our cortina, we used to wear cortina, like one brown. I don't know if you're in Nigeria, you will know that very well. I don't know if they use it in other countries, but yeah, if you're in Nigeria, you know it very well. Cortina. Then after polishing my cortina, I spread it and then that was when I was in JS3. I was feeling myself, you understand? So after polishing my cortina, I hung my cortina, and then she was sweeping the class, and then she swept on top of the cortina like dust. Then I was telling her the girl was feeling a fizzy for me now, you understand? I was like, you don't carry my matter today. So yeah, that was it. And it was kind of childish something, but then I can't do that again. Can you remember the first time you wore a bra? How did you feel? I can tell you that everybody in my class knew, because I felt like I was a big girl. Everybody knew. Like, I told my, the way I was telling my friend, my mom bought me a bra. My mom bought me a bra. I'm wearing a bra. And then some of my friends, oh my god, we were so stupid. They were jealous of me, guys. I know that wearing a bra, I really had a lot of enemies. I even upgraded my friends. Like, you're not wearing a bra, you're not wearing. Oh my god. Hey god, we really acted so stupid then. Ish, I'm just remembering that I'm just laughing at myself. Like the way we were like, you're not wearing a bra, you're not my friend, so I'm not your class, you know? That was it. But it was fun. These are all the stories I'll tell my kids. Then the next question is, first time you had a heartbreak, what did you do and how did you feel? You do nothing. Just listen to music. Try and amend your life. If you are at fault, like you just have to work on yourself. And my first time of having a heartbreak was just of recent, so guys. So just of recent, but that would be a story, maybe confidential story or something like that. Yeah. So I didn't do anything. I wasn't that mad, you know. I just had to pick up myself, arrange myself, and then build the woman you are seeing right now. And I'm still building more. So yeah, I didn't do anything. Ever rode a car? When was the first time? That was before I came to China, but not that I was going for a driving school. Then I had a very terrible experience because I nearly hit someone's house. Like, I was like, my first time of riding, and then I think I wasn't even up to 18 years. I wasn't even up to 18 years, I think, or maybe that kind. I wasn't even up to 18 years, yeah, I can remember. And then my father was there shouting, if you hit someone's car, they will arrest you. Okay, no, I was 18 years, I think. Because I remember him telling me that now you are legal to go to prison if you hit someone's house. I'm not your father. I just jumped out from the car. I was like, I'm not longer riding. Both the car, both the driving school. What we out. So yeah, that was it. I really had a terrible experience. But right now, I think I can ride a car. If you give me, I have to start going to driving school, guys. I think I'm old enough. Yeah. So the next question now is first time I traveled alone. Traveling alone, when I was in boarding school, I used to travel alone back to school. I don't know if that one would be counted as traveling alone. Then when I was doing my visa stuff, my passport stuff, I traveled alone, though that it's nearby, but then I think it's from another state to another state, so I will count it as traveling alone. Then also I traveled alone for my visa stuff. Yeah, I traveled alone, and that was at about 8 to 9 hours journey, something like that. That was another one. Then another big one was coming to China, guys. I came alone. Your girl is a big girl. I came alone, yeah. And I think that's the biggest traveling alone. Then here in China, I've been traveling alone. Then the next question is, first time you saw your period, that was menstruation, and how did you feel? I felt like a big girl, like the way I felt doing my when I started wearing bra. But then I kind of knew about menstruation, but then I never knew that I'm already ripe or maybe ready to start seeing my menstruation, because I was disgraced, but I wasn't like openly disgraced, in the sense that I was outside when my period started. And when I started feeling somehow, I had to take excuse, and I went to the toilet and I found out that I was like, I started bleeding or something like that. Then I had to rush home. Nobody knew why I rushed home, so nobody knew, but only me knew. So that was my first time, and it felt so weird. I was just like, hey, I'm now a big girl. And then all this stuff they used to tell us that when a guy comes close to you, you get pregnant. All this, I was super scared. Then I started giving social distance. My social distance didn't start now, long time. Giving social distance to guys and all this kind of thing. Yeah, that was my first time, and I felt kind of somehow. But first time you were beaten by someone. I've never been beaten by someone except my brother. He was the one that beat me. Except when we were growing up, you know, when you do something, your parents will hit you, cane you, do a lot of things. But growing up like this, when I already know something, because I can't count how many times my parents beat me. I think the only person that has ever beat me was my brother. Yeah, that was before I came to China, some weeks coming to China. But that was it. I caused all this stuff. I'm stubborn. Yeah. So the next question is your first expensive gift. I mean the first expensive gift you have given to yourself. Um I think this phone I'm using to do this video. But then another big something is coming out, and I pray that it works out the way I'm planning it. But yeah, this phone is one most expensive gift I've given to myself, because it really cost me a lot. And then I didn't have any money, but I had to save up to buy it. So I think that's the most expensive something I've given to myself. Even though that it might not be expensive, but you know when you don't have money and you had to bring out such amount of money to buy something, like it's the most valuable gift and expensive gift I've given myself, and I'm still going to give myself more. So this last question actually is not like a question from what I'm seeing, but he's kind of like, when Abby, how did you find out that you are talented, like in in creating something, like creating? If you have watched my video, the link will come out here, when I did and 3 DIYs deco for this. So I think that's where he or she is coming out from. Growing up in Nigeria, we used, I don't know if it's in other countries, but growing up in Nigeria, we used to have these mid-term projects where you do your stuff and then you create something. And also that was when I actually started creating something, like doing something, all these kind of things. So I think that was where I started. And when I sorry guys, when I came to China, I started finding most of the stuff I couldn't find back home. Something like glue gun. When I was growing up, I never knew something of glue gun. It wasn't in Nigeria, but here it's in China, and it's even random. So I had to pick all those stuff, watch some videos, and then try to create them, and it comes out boom. So guys, I think this the questions they asked me is not that much, and I hope that I covered all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up, guys. And also guys, we're at 1K. Yeah, keep on sharing this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment section the video idea you would like to see in my next video, or video idea you would like to see in this channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.